What's up, YouTube?
Hey,
What's
up, guys?
We're back again.
We are.
Another episode of Blake and Garret Show.
We are into May, and we are into pretty much summer weather, but it's not summer weather right now. That's why we're podcasting.
We got some snow outside blowing.
Got some good weather out there.
Oh,
some
yeah.
nice snow. Colorado snow. Garrett was telling me about a dream he just had.
Yeah, I had a weird dream last night that I went with a vacation with my family to Mexico and realized after we got done partying there and on our way back, I don't have a passport. So I was stuck in Mexico in my dream last night. It's fucked up, dude.
Dude, I had a dream the other night. We were playing PUBG, like right before bed. And I went to bed, and I had this crazy shooting dream where like cops were after me, and I had a gun, and it was like, what did I do? I don't know, but I'm gonna shoot back because they're shooting me. Dude, and then like the very next night, me and my wife were doing it right before bed, and I totally had this crazy like fucking Game of Thrones dream. I was fucking everybody. It was crazy.
So since we're on this topic, yesterday I took a nap for like 3 or 4 hours, and I had this fucked up dream. It was me and Hank, and I don't know if it was like a new house or something, but he had a balcony in his room, and like I was looking for socks to let her outside, and I go back in his room, and there is like a fucking demon in his room, dude. Shit's flying around the fucking room, dude. And I like, really weird is I couldn't talk or nothing. Like I was frozen. And like I went and grabbed Hank, brought him back I just grabbed him by his fucking arm and dragged his ass back to her, pointed, dude. And it was like, what the fuck? And then like something got thrown at me. As soon as it hit me, I woke up.
My God,
Dude, it was fucking crazy. But right now,
what does that mean? We need a dream expert. Tell us what our dreams mean.
But we have kind of a sports podcast today. We have a few things to go over. Unfortunately,
bunch of sports, and then we'll close it on some.
Unfortunately, the Avs lost last night in Game 7, 2-3.
It was so sad. Wanted to
Pretty
cry.
sad. The Blues advance. Blake doesn't believe me, but I think they're gonna win this year.
Oh, they barely squeaked it through against Dallas.
Dude, they have some of the biggest players in the league. The whole team is above 6'1". Their whole team.
They have a big team.
They have a huge team.
Boston Bruins have that one guy though that's like 7 feet tall, and then the San Jose Sharks. They just beat us. They got a pretty badass defense too.
I don't think they can beat the Bruins, so
I think the Boston Bruins are gonna win.
are they Blues in their league?
No, Blues are playing the San Jose Sharks now.
So it's going to be Blues versus Bruins.
Probably. The Bruins play Carolina, and they swept the Islanders.
Yes, they did, and they had a good week off of off the ice.
They're rested.
Well, that's how we got the good start.
I know the Avs. Freaking, they had a nice long rest.
First round of the playoffs, they went to Game 5. They didn't sweep them, but they basically swept them. And they had about a week off, but the Sharks just got them by a point last night.
And it shouldn't have happened. There's a controversial goal that the Avs scored that didn't count.
Yep. Yeah, I was
Fucking
reading on that.
Landeskog didn't get off the ice. So ridiculous. And there were so many missed penalty calls. Like McKinnon got tripped, and then Rantanen would get tripped, and then they just weren't calling nothing.
Dude, refs, man. It's the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing with hockey and football. Last year's playoffs was a joke with the refs.
Well, McKinnon, right off the bat, he got hurt. He tripped right in front of the sideboards and shoulder first right into the boards, and it was like, oh, I thought
It's broken.
I thought he was broken, but he came back out at the end of the first period. They scored, and then they scored again, but they took it away. It was so ridiculous. And then right after they took our goal away, the Sharks score. So ridiculous.
So we will see over the next week on.
Yeah, and I
who's doing
think
good.
the Avs would have won last night if Pavelski didn't come back from his injury. He made a huge difference last night. He scored the first goal too. Freaking guy.
Who's that new guy you guys just picked up?
Oh, Cale Makar.
Yes,
oh my
yes,
God,
yes.
he's gonna be. I would say the NHL needs to watch out next year. The Avs are probably going to the Stanley Cup next year.
Are the Nuggets still in?
Nuggets are still in.
Really? I
Yep.
haven't been keeping up on the Nuggets.
Yep. Nuggets series is tied right now too. Nuggets are doing good,
Are they tied
but
2-2 or 3-3?
I have a bad. It's 2-2. I have a bad feeling that the Nuggets are gonna meet the Golden State Warriors next round, and it is just not.
The Raptors almost took them.
Yeah, well, and Houston's doing really good with them too. The Rockets they're holding their own, but they do have
James Harden.
and Chris Paul and Capella, and they have a great team.
And say I haven't really been up on my basketball these
Yeah.
past couple of years.
I don't
It's
think
just, it's not
very
as
many
exciting.
people watch basketball.
It's not
until
as-
it hits the playoffs.
It's not as exciting to me as football or hockey. It's just not.
No, and it was crazy when we were kids, and it was like the end of the Michael Jordan era. Basketball was awesome, and then
Well, I watched college. You know, KU.
Kobe came. Yep, KU's my shit.
Yeah.
I still watch them.
Growing
College basketball's so different. Those kids are playing for a spot in the pros.
Yeah.
The pros, they've already made it. Some of them have an attitude, and I don't know.
Completely agreed. Because I don't know. I like college better than professional. You know, it's just different.
Only
atmosphere.
for basketball.
Only for football sucks.
Football, I'm not a college football fan. I'll watch it, but I watch college football, more of like a scout kind of person.
But it's hard to
I watch
scout.
it. I watch it to like see who's the shit and like who is gonna go to the NFL and make a big difference.
It's really hard to scout a team like it because you got to watch every game,
Yeah.
and you gotta just be writing down stats all the time, and different plays, and just takes a bunch of shit.
And I feel like football coaches make a huge difference. Basketball, there's only so much that a coach can do.
Yeah, he just do this.
Yeah, he can make a play here or there to set up like a for sure point, or he can he can give like an outsider's perspective of, hey, you guys aren't doing this, you need to do more of this, or hey, you're doing this, good job, keep doing that. Same with hockey. What the fuck's a fucking coach supposed to do? The only time the coach has like interaction with them is when they're on the bench and they're dying, they're trying to catch their breath the whole time. And
Because they go hard.
he doesn't talk to the goalie pretty much the whole game.
Mm-hmm. Well, goalie knows what he needs to do.
And the goalie in hockey is the best player on the ice. And if you don't have your best player on the ice in your goal, you're not going to have that good of a team. And we found that out halfway through our season. The Avs would have went in as a top seed and wouldn't have had to play the Flames and then the Sharks. They would have got to play like Dallas and like
They would have beat Dallas.
we would have killed Dallas, and that's why I worry about San Jose and St. Louis, because San Jose's a good fucking team, man. That team
I'm
is
not too worried about
great.
the Blues, man. I think they're gonna do it.
I think this Final Four in hockey is gonna. I think both series are gonna go to Game 7, and then the finals gonna go to Game 7. It's gonna be hard hockey fought.
They're gonna be tired.
And the St. Louis San Jose game, oh man, there's gonna be some serious hitting, and I guarantee there's gonna be injuries.
Did they get 2 weeks off for the championship before?
Nope.
They don't.
Nope.
Next
It's
week?
right into it. The first game, Boston and Carolina, is tonight.
Well, I mean the champ after these games.
No, there's no break.
There's no break.
No break.
No
They
break.
might get a 2 or 3 day break.
But not
And
like
you
a
know
week
how
or
it's
two.
kind of split up between so East plays today and West plays tomorrow. When it gets closer to the finals, they're either going to try and get them on the same day so they both teams get the same amount of rest, or one team is going to get one more day of rest than the other team. Guaranteed.
Yeah, they were worried about the Eric Church concert coming up, but they don't have to worry about it now.
Well, the Nuggets are still playing.
Well, yeah, but it's not.
That's
every day
tomorrow. So the Nuggets play tonight. So it's not gonna.
It's not going to interfere. So and it wouldn't have interfered with the Avs either, because if the Avs would have won last night, the game would have been in St. Louis. It would have been in St. Louis anyways.
Now. You guys would have played the Blues.
Blues in St. Louis tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow night.
No, but now they get to play.
But I don't know who has a better record between St. Louis or San Jose, because
They're both good teams, though.
they were both really good teams. And they played... I can't remember if they had a better record than Vegas. I want to say that Game 7 was played in San Jose. So that means they had a better record. I wanted Vegas to win because the Avs would have beat the Knights. I'm positive the Avs would have beat Vegas. But it doesn't matter because
It's over.
the Stars got beat by St. Louis, and then the Avs would have had to play the Blues, and that would have been another insanely hard series for the Avs. The Avs definitely with Rantanen was not 100% last night. McKinnon was not 100% last night. We haven't had Matt Calvert for the last couple games. It's just, I think the Avs could have done a lot better, but we were getting beat up. We had injuries.
Well,
We
they've
had
had,
young players. We had stupid turnovers
they've had
last
a
night.
tough last month, though. Yeah, they've been pushing for a long time.
Yeah, they got dealt the Calgary Flames right off the bat. I thought for sure we were going to get swept after losing the first night. We lost the first game, and I was like, "Oh my God, here it goes!
I was
gonna lose
worried
first
about-
round again."
I was worried about Game 6, the overtime win.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was worried about that game. I watched that because I don't, depending on the state.
But it was
station,
crazy. That
I don't
game,
really get it.
it was always the way that game went. It was Avs would score, then San Jose would score. Avs would score, then San Jose would score. Avs would score, San Jose would score. So it was going into overtime, and I was like, Avs have been scoring first this whole time. They score, then San Jose scores. So I was like, and they're at home. They got to score this goal. And they did. And I turned the TV off immediately because the fucking games have been ending at like almost midnight. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I still think that there needs to be a lot of work in refs in all fields of sports these days. For one, there's 60, 70-year-old refs trying to keep up with 20-year-olds down the field.
The call last night that ruined the Avs goal. I understand that he was offsides getting to the bench, but he was no part of the play. His one skate was pretty much on the line. He was trying to get off the ice, and they called it back because of them reviewing the play. It's like, I am all for reviewing the play, but where are you going to draw the line of, did it have anything to do with the play? Had nothing to do with the play. So you were going to start saying that I'm going to review every play for technicalities. That's bullshit. So you might as well challenge every goal now in hockey to just try and find something that is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Something's wrong with it.
I would say now, NFL, you can challenge any play.
Could you imagine if the NFL turns into that?
What, challenge every play?
No, challenging plays just to find technicalities on like penalties and like.
Kind of like how what we did last year because they called
Yeah.
they called a
But
hit.
that was